All right, at long last, it's time to finally finish your iOS emoji journal application and get the whole stack running in Swift. Let's jump in. Again, make sure your server is running in the background here. Whether it's in the cloud or on your machine, make sure you can test against something. Open up journal table view controller.swift in Xcode. Look for the show error function. Above it, inside your journal table view controller code, add a function to load all of your journal entries from the server. Look at how much easier this is to work with, now that you've gone through the work of setting up a client to use. You won't have to use Kitura Kit code at all throughout this view controller, because you've properly nested it all inside your client. It's okay if your app doesn't compile after this. You have to add your function for handling errors now. This might not be the most ideal error handling in the world, but this just gives you an opportunity to see where having a discrete error type comes in handy. Try to build your app now. It should be working now. After that, scroll up to the top of your class and replace the viewDidAppear and refresh function contents with the new function you just wrote. Build and run your app, and make sure you are pointing at the right server with your scheme. You might have to use Postman to add a new entry at this point, if you deleted the sample data you populated with it before now. When your app loads, the table view should populate with a little bit of data. Nice! Look what you did! Let's keep going. The emoji picker library that you are using in the next view controller chooses this view controller as a delegate for handling certain actions. Find the did_add function as part of that delegate and update the contents of that function to add a new journal entry whenever an emoji is chosen from the picker. Since the table view reads from the top down with the most recent entries, after the client successfully adds a journal entry to the server, it will automatically scroll to the top of the table view. Build and run your application again, and try adding a new emoji. Voila! You've got yourself a viable application now. Now, here comes the challenge. You might be picking up on the pattern here. I help you out with the get and the post, and you take a swing at adding the delete on your own, right? You're still right. Look for a function called delete entry handler. Everything you need to add should go inside that function. Go ahead and remove the call to show the boilerplate error, and see if you can add functionality to properly delete a journal entry when you swipe it to the left. After you remove the call to show the boilerplate error, you'll add a call to the emoji client just like before. Believe it or not, that's all the work you have to do with Kitura Kit. You're in the clear. However, you want to make sure the table view UI operates nicely when the delete function is called, so update your table view inside the completion handler. Now, build and run your app one more time. Add a new entry, refresh the page, and then try and swipe one entry all the way to the left. After a little bit of thinking, depending on which server you're looking at, you should see the table view update. Congratulations! You now have a working iOS application for Emoji Journal. Let's go on to the next video to recap what you did in this part.